So today we are back with another review, but this time it's a different one. It's from Gundam H, which is a show I haven't watched yet, and it's the Farsia high grade. So as far as I know, this has been released a long time ago, but this has been reprinted, and let's begin with the unboxing. So we have 3 bags of runners, and I have the manual here. For the manual, it says here it has total of 5 colors on the color guide, so I don't expect any color corrections or anything. But what's the other part that I should look for? And there's basically no excess on the runner, so you will not have any spare parts after building it. That's cool. So let's begin with the runners one by one then. Starting with runner A, it has a lot of different color and different kind of plastics. So we have here, it's like the Jinx, the high grade Jinx color A-Loss type. And then we have a really dark gray or black, close to black. And then we have a lavender color here. And then we have some clear pink parts. Moving on to runner B, this is actually an ABS plastic, and this is gonna be the joints, I think. And I'm gonna say it now, there's no polycaps included on this kit, so this might be all for the joints. Runner C, just a full pink runner. It's mostly with the flowers and some of the major parts. And then we have runner D, which is mostly for the stand, which is the same color with the runner C, mostly pink. Pay attention to the plastic that covers the runners because it also includes these plastics. These are soft plastics that are meant to hold the flowers for runner D. There's the runner C, I mean. Here, the flowers over here. These plastics are meant to hold this around the model kit. This is actually pretty easy to lose when you don't look at your plastics that thorough, and because it's transparent, right? And it's just mixed with the clear plastic, so it's not easy to keep track of it, so be aware of this. For stickers, we have some black stickers, and this is the only sticker, a foil sticker, and some green. This is for the eye. And some of these lavender colored ones. I'm not sure which part is this going to, but that's it for the stickers. Really small. So here's what it looks like built. Very vibrant colors, and I gotta say, this is a fairly simple kit and very easy to build. For size comparison, here it is next to the entry grade RX-782 and the SD Estrella Red frame. So other than the obvious beam Vulcans on its hands right there, you also get the Farsia sword, which you can equip at the back as a tail of it. It looks like a tail, right? You can unequip it, just be careful with it. You just have a small peg hole hidden right there. How you will equip the sword is plug it in the beam Vulcan, like that. But the thing is, with this beam Vulcans, you can just leave it with the open hand. These are just slotted in, so there's a hole in the middle of the hand. Let me show you. There you go. As you can see, you can leave it with open hands, but there will be a hole in the middle, so that won't look nice if you want to leave it like that. So other than the sword and the beam Vulcans, you will also get some of these small flowers, which is actually called Farsia bits. It's like remote weapons. You can post this around using these clear plastic rods, which is flexible by the way, but I don't recommend bending it unless you're really sure what angle you want this at, because once you bend this, it will not look good when you bend it again, so be aware of that. These plastic rods, you can stick it in the auxiliary propulsion system, which is this pink thing. There's 3 holes for it, and then there's 2 peg holes for the feet of the Farsia. You can also put it in the peg holes on the pink clear base, just like that. As I mentioned earlier, there will be no parts that won't be used for this kit. So this kit comes with a pink clear base, and you can hide the two spare closed hands underneath it. And this is the tip of the float system right here. You can just slot it in right here, or you can just equip it on the float system. The thing is, when you equip it on the floating system, you won't be able to just let it stand like that. You won't also be able to slot it in on the pink clear base. So I prefer not using those and just using the pink clear base. You can just hide it underneath the clear base anyway, because you can just leave it down here and you don't have to keep it in another small bag where you put all your extra parts. So if you're looking for the kit and then everything that it comes with, you can just grab the whole thing, the base and the kit itself. That's it, that's everything. And as I said earlier, there will be peg holes on the feet of the Farsia to make it stand still on the floating system, which is pretty sturdy by the way. Let me show you while doing the shake test. But however, I won't plug this in. This will just gonna fall off because this can be easily removed. Shake test with the base. It will easily fall off, but without the base, just the kit by itself, it's pretty sturdy. Other than the clear pink base. Oh, I also want to mention this circle looks like the circle part from the mobile suit that Haman can uses. Moving on, other than the clear pink base, you will also get a small clear part for the middle for its core. I don't know if you can see it. So if you're gonna paint it, be careful with inserting it. You might not be able to remove it easily. And for the stickers right here, I only use the one for the eye, the green foil sticker right there, and it's not even noticeable, right? It's barely open for the metallic green. These two black circles are for the backpack here for the thrusters, and these three lavender pieces are actually for these parts. Even after using those stickers, you will still get these bits in wrong color because these bits are supposed to be lavender, these petals. It even shows here lavender and then pink in the middle. However, in the mobile suit itself, I haven't found any color inaccurate parts that can be fixed with this sticker. And another thing that I haven't found on this kit is mold lines. However, it still has the common high-grade seam lines, which you can find on the shoulder, the arm, you will have on the thigh, you will have on the leg, then you will have an extra for the backpack, which is actually huge. Other than that, no more seam lines. Let's move on to the articulation. So starting from the head, very minimal articulation for the head, and you can't rotate it all the way because it's blocked by the backpack. However, this backpack actually can be articulated by a little bit, like that. It's connected to a ball joint. See, so you can articulate it just a little bit. For the shoulder, you can rotate it, but it will be blocked by this wing. So if you want to rotate it, you will have to bend the elbow a little bit to rotate the whole thing, but it comes off, so you can barely call that any rotation, right? Elbow bend is actually pretty good. It's more than 90 degrees elbow bend, and then you can rotate the whole arm, and then the usual ball joint hands. For the chest, just a ball joint, just like the IBO kits. It's just a ball joint on the waist, so you can rotate it. There will be no parts that will block it because this is a very simple kit in terms of the waist. And this is what I found really the silliest part of this is the waist armor. As you can see, that's it. It's two little parts, which you can actually see the ball joints as well if you want to look at on the side. It looks really silly to me, but you can rotate it all around if you want it. That's it for the skirt part. I don't really like it. And for the legs, you can move it up to there, behind, like even more than at the front. And for the side, very minimal because it's just blocked by the side part of the waist. And then for the knee bend, it's actually pretty good. It's like two jointed. Here's the first joint, then the second joint. There will be no parts that will be blocking it, so that looks really good. So you can see it on the other side. Very good articulation for the legs, for the knee bed, I like it. For the feet, it's just a ball joint for the feet. Articulation just like the hand, you can rotate it as well. There will be no articulation for this. The same with the base and the floating system. So that's basically it for the articulation. To be honest with you guys, this is my first time building a Gundam Age model kit. Very distinct design compared to suits from other Gundam series. It's also worth mentioning this mobile suit is actually piloted by a young girl, which explains the good combination of colors. The clear pink base part is also a nice touch too. It looks like a wine glass, a shot glass, right? With a huge base. No mold lines as far as I know. Just as I mentioned earlier, it has the usual high-grade seam lines, and some color correction needs to be done as well. And the only thing that I really don't like here is the waist part here. It doesn't even looks good. Let me know in the comments down below if you like the waist armor. So this kit looks really good unpainted, right? Very vibrant. You can really see this when you display it on the shelf. And that's just this out of the box. But imagine this in a different color scheme. You can actually make this even better with a different color scheme as well. I would also recommend this if you want to introduce Gunpla to your significant other or your daughter, because this kit has a very flowery design. I bet they would like it. Because when you ask the community which kit would you recommend if you want to buy Gunpla for your daughter or for your significant other, I bet they would say the Noble Gundam. Some would even say the entry grade RX-782. But to be honest with you guys, do you really think they would like the Granddaddy Gundam? Do you guys really think they would keep it? No, right? This, I think they would really love this when they build it, and they would actually keep it. The same with the petite guys, the bear guys. I think that's a good recommendation for them. I would also say another recommendation for them is the GN Archer, the high-grade GN Archer. So I really recommend this kit, and that's the review of the high-grade Farsia. And if you want more of these kind of videos, please consider subscribing.